Here.
Mr. McCarthy. Here. Okay, the first item on the agenda is registered comments from the public. Let me say one thing quickly before we get there. I know there's been some, once again, rumors circulating. But FYI, we have not sold, traded, or even talked to Cochrane about their proposal. So if you're worried about where you're going to park tomorrow, you're going to park where you park, because we've not done anything related to that. There's several issues on the agenda tonight about that, so we'll get to that. So anyway, Pitcher Park is number one.
Mary Pitcher, 2014 Angle Plan. I have passed out to council a parliamentary opinion that I procured from a man who is a registered parliamentarian to show that the motion to advertise an ordinance to ratify the MOU and the initial motion is out of order. I'd like to request that the following be written into the minutes of this meeting. Pitcher Park maintains that the original motion and the acceptance of the motion by Pitcher Park contains approval of this project by the Borough of Dormont. Pitcher Park recognizes the MOU as a legally binding document mutually signed by both parties. We have acted on and proceeded with this donation in good faith in reliance on both of the actions taken by the Borough of Dormont. Both the Dormont Borough and the Pitcher Park Foundation must continue to honor the terms of the MOU. We ask that Dormont Borough, in good faith, stop the halt on the core drilling of Pitcher Park, or we will consider the Borough of Dormont to be in breach of contract.
Thank you. Mr. Conti? John Conti? Conti is not here. Dr. Dan Matoski? Did I pronounce that right? Also not here. Joe D'Amico? Mr. Mico?
I'm here obviously because we want to preserve that meter parking lot across the street from us. So I assume I'm at the correct meeting. But, okay, good. But without belaboring that point, obviously we need that. I just wanted to give you a couple comments that customers over the 12 years, believe it or not, we've been there 12 years, have made to us. One was, do you have valet parking? And we've never had a need for that. And when I asked a survey of customers, do we need valet parking? The answer was always, well, why? We are always able to find a parking space. So I just wanted to bring that as a comment from customers of mine. 12 years, never had the need for valet parking. In the daytime, and I'm not open for lunch a couple days a week, but today, about 12:30, that parking lot was completely full, which I thought was interesting since I'm not even here during the daytime. In the evening, and especially on Sunday, it's quite often half full, and that's a good moniker, a good indication of how busy it will be on a Sunday evening based on how many cars are in that parking lot. So I do appreciate taking the time, taking your time here with those few comments. I would be happy to be a part of your steering committee, just to offer some insight if I can, or if you're willing to have one. You know, as some of you may know, we actually have a second location in Peters Township. Beautiful strip mall. We have parking problems there, and I would be happy to share that at any given time. And that is a 120 spot parking lot street, or not quite directly across the street from us now, is just at the edge of what customers will deal with. Right? They won't go, that parking lot is essentially as far as customers will consider using. And the on-street parking is very, very convenient, but most people won't use it because it's a little bit dangerous, just to be quite honest. And can I offer if anyone has a question of me, feel free. If not, I believe I've said what I would like to say.
Well, we appreciate it, and we'll take you up on that offer, assuming that motion passes.
For the steering committee?
Right.
Yeah, I'd very much like to be a part of it. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Dan Matowski, right. Yeah, that's it.
I just wanted to check that it's a new parking lot goes to the other one with a hot shop, like I think there'd be like 40 spaces there. And of course, there's 70 spaces across the street from that general office called the restaurant. I don't know how many permits are actually in the lot across the street. Is there someone who would have any idea at all?
I don't off the top of my head. Yeah, Greg, do you have any? Where's Greg? No.
Because what I was just going to suggest that if it goes through, to deal with the car dealer and things like that, that if they kept the lot where the hobby shop was with the 40 spaces, that would seem to be workable for my dental office down the street. But if they just had it for people that were parking with their permits, and then there's a lot across the street that's supposed to be developed, would that be developed at the same time, maybe?
One of the proposals would be to take those, we actually own 3 lots across the street, all the way up to Park, and Cochran currently owns one proposal. So we were this proposal to go through the way it's currently structured. And I'm not suggesting that's necessarily going to happen, but were that to happen, one notion was to make that whole area a medium parking lot from Biltmore to Park.
And then we do what, maybe 30 spaces there? At least probably.
At least, yeah, somewhere. If the Cochrane, you would get like 80 cars. But I think, probably 30 or 40. It would balance out, I think, the number for some period of time. And yes, we would make sure that as construction was being sequenced, that there would be adequate, keep the same number of parking slots as best we could.
Okay, that's all. I was curious about it. And parking project, what is it, a couple of years down the road or something?
It could be a couple of years, it could be a decade, it could be, it's going to take a while to negotiate the deal, if it can be negotiated, and I'm not sure it can. But we want to take a serious look at it. We're going to have the steering committee that someone else referred to. We're going to have a real estate attorney. This ways to go. And you folks, as best we can, will be kept apprised at every step.
So there'll probably be some more of these local meetings that will let us know how far along it is.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so Sandra.
John just came in from the show. John just came in.
Oh, John.
Before we begin.
You're on. You're on for the comments. You listed yourself in comments.
Let's think about the comment on this.
Let's talk to the mic, Joe.
Something about the facade.
Please state your name and address.
I work at 3285 West Lakeview Avenue. your design. We need to make changes in our graphics. Building facade for the new, use of the cotton building or other buildings, maybe the facade should be able to fit in with the neighborhood.
Mr. Coffey, they can't hear me. Maybe if you check.
How about the building facades on
Yeah, okay.
all right, but the facades on the Dormont, if we're putting the buildings up with development, maybe the buildings could fit in with the area, the brick and mortar, colonial
So
style.
you want more context-sensitive design on any building?
Now, in some cases you can't do it, I understand, but if we keep it in the, somehow, someone commented the buildings look sorry from the other team the other night, 2 meetings 2 times before. It is what it is, you know, it's a colonial style area. I don't want to take up a lot of time, but the other addition I would think about is the parking lot. And there was a line of 30 or 40 cars. Can we come up with these 40 cars by maybe working out a situation? We can keep 40 in the corner of the park and still do the development if you want. Just try to maintain these 40 cars that we're losing. And in that event, because people on that side of the corner around that by the churches, that's an additional 250 feet to walking to the parking lot. So maybe give a little, take a little bit, work out the project. I hear from other sources that the various positions, they want something new there, something refreshed from our comment was. Maybe you can